Hey friends, kamusta kayo? Yan. Hello. Okay, usapang immigration tayo ngayon. We're gonna talk about J1 visa program. So ang title po ng ating talk or topic today is ang J1 visa ba ay path sa US citizenship? Okay? Ayan. So I want to make sure that you can see me. Hello everyone. Ayan. Okay. Ayan po. Okay, so today's topic, we are going to talk about J1 visa. So this is because of the so many things that's happening in US immigration law. As you know, under the current administration, napaka-strict ng implementation. Maraming mga nag-worry, maraming mga nangangamba. There are so many new regulations, and so ang naisip ko po is to keep my YouTube updated and to talk about important topics. So ang topic po natin is kung ang J1 visa ba is this a path to US citizenship? Okay? Before we start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Attorney Elaine Antonio Bordeaux. I am a US immigration lawyer and I've been practicing US immigration law since 2008. Ayan, makikita nyo si Rizal sa aking likod pala. Yung aking sculpture. Anyway po. So yan po ang pag-uusapan natin. And recently, January 6. So I'm gonna start na, no? Kasi minsan pag marami nagsasabi, naku si attorney, ang daming kwento before she starts. So this time, I'm going to start right away, okay? Before that, I want to say hello sa ating mga kaibigan from Colorado Springs, from Denver, from the Philippines, from our Bayan Cavite, from Amadeo. I have so many relatives. My mom was from Amadeo, Cavite, and dyan lahat ng aking mga pinsan. And of course, I'm here in Dallas, Texas. Hello to everyone. And of course, hello to California. We do have a project in California. We're building the monument of Dr. Jose Rizal. Ayan po. But now I'm in Dallas, so I'm in Texas. Okay, we're gonna talk about the J1 visa program. Ano ba itong J1 visa program? So last January 6, 2026, nagkaroon ng announcement. There was an announcement from the Philippine Embassy in Washington, D.C. about the J1 exchange visitor visa. I'm going to share with you my screen. Okay, so we can look at this together. Dali po, ha? Ano ba yan? Sorry. I don't know what happened. Okay. So it looks like it is showing, or hold on, nawala na naman. Sorry. Ayan. So let me do this, okay? Ayan po. So there was an advisory from the Philippine Embassy in Washington, D.C., January 6, 2026. J1 visa, J1 exchange visitor visa is not a path to U.S. citizenship. Yeah. So here in the United States, there's so many J1 visa holders. We have so many J1 visa teachers. Hello po sa inyong lahat. Sa hospitality industry, sa mga hotels and restaurants, we also have so many trainees, so many interns. They have J1 visa as well. Marami rin pong mga medical professionals and doon sa mga ski resorts in Colorado, marami rin pong mga J1 visa holders. Okay? But we have so many teachers, okay? And in this particular advisory, nabanggit yung mga teachers natin. All right? So paalala ko before we start, this is not an alternative to an actual consultation. Magkonsulta po kayo sa inyong immigration lawyer. And ito po ay aking opinion lamang. Okay? Alright. So there's so many, marami po tayong mga magagaling na immigration lawyers po. Yung mga Americans, Filipino Americans. I also belong to an organization since 2008, American Immigration Lawyers Association. Pagpasensyahan nyo na ang aking boses. Okay? So we're going to talk about this advisory. Sabi dito, the Philippine Embassy in Washington, D.C. reminds the public that J1 Exchange Visitor Program visa is a temporary, non-immigrant program designed for cultural exchange. It is not an employment or work visa. But kaya nag-issue ng ganito ang embassy natin? You know why? Kasi ang daming I think because maraming maling information about J1 visa. Okay? And we have so many we have so many people coming from the Philippines under this visa. And mabuti na lang, and we want to thank the embassy for issuing advisories like this para ma-inform ang publiko. Okay? Kasi maraming maling information. And kapag may maling information, marami ang nananamantala. Ayan. So, pag-usapan natin yan. Ang J1 visa, this is correct. It is a temporary non-immigrant. So, hindi siya nagbibigay ng green card. So, if you're coming to the United States with a J1 visa and you're thinking that you're gonna get a green card, mali po, that's wrong. Because this is a temporary non-immigrant visa, okay? Now, this J1 exchange visitor visa is a non-immigrant visa for individuals approved to participate. Ito yung mga programa, educational, cultural, or professional exchange program in the United States. Yeah. So this is not to work in the US. Yung pagtatrabaho is part of the program. So the ultimate goal of the program is to promote international understanding through education, training, teaching, research, cultural exchange. And this program is administered by the Department of State. So if you're coming here with the intention of migrating permanently or becoming a US citizen, hindi po ito yung visa na yun. So that's number one. Okay? So sabi dito sa advisory, Filipino teachers should be aware that participation in the program does not lead to US permanency or citizenship. Okay, please be reminded of the terms of the program. All right, so J1 visa alone does not lead, tama naman, to green card or citizenship, as I said, because this is a non-immigrant visa, meaning to get the green card, you must have something else that will lead to permanent residency. And I can explain that later. Pero yung J1 visa alone will not lead to permanent residency. In fact, after your program, you have to return to your country. Kasi ang purpose niya lang is to promote international understanding. Meaning, you acquire experience here in the United States. Say for the teachers, yung teaching styles, and then yung pamamaraan on how they teach in the United States, yung school system, yung sa hotel and hospitality industry. So whatever you learn here in this program, understanding is to go back to your country and then ia-apply mo yon. So nagkaroon ng karagdagan kaalaman, di ba, sa iyong bansa. And at the same time, yung mga entities naman, yung mga hosts, yung mga tao dito sa United States, they get to know yung iyong kultura. Yan. They get to know information about you. They get to understand you. So the goal of J1 Exchange Visitor Visa is to promote international understanding through education. Training. Yan, di ba? May mga interns, trainees, teaching, mga teachers natin, research in universities, and cultural exchange. Okay. So sabi ng advisory, J1 teachers are required to return to the Philippines after completing the program. So you have a program, if you have a non-immigrant visa, meaning after the program, you have to go back to the Philippines. Tama. Now, what happens if you don't return to the Philippines? Maging out of status ka, di ba? Kasi tapos na yung program mo, you stay here, you have no lawful immigration status, you're out of status. Unless you acquire lawful immigration status, di ba? So, on its own, yung J1 visa will not give you a visa after, or the right to stay after your J1 visa, because you have to go back to your country. Now, Filipino teachers are subject to the 2-year home country physical presence requirement. I think this is the 212E. Waiver of this requirement is difficult to obtain. I think what the embassy is saying is Filipino teachers who are subject to the 2-year home country physical presence requirements. Not all teachers are subject. So you look at your visa, do you have 212E? Filipino teachers who are subject to the 2-year home country physical presence requirement, you are required to go back to the Philippines and stay there for 2 years. Now, waiver of this requirement is difficult to obtain. Tama ba yun? Is it difficult to obtain? Alam nyo, yung mga nakaranas ng ganitong proseso, I will say, by the time they finish the application, they're so exhausted. This is not an easy process. And I'm going to explain to you the 212E. This is not guaranteed and requires exceptional hardship, tama, or highly meritorious circumstances. So yun yun. So if you have a 212E rule, or yung 2-year home country physical presence, you have to go back. You cannot change your status. So paano yun? So say mag-expire na yung J1 mo and you want to tour the United States, you want to be a visitor, you want to change to a tourist visa, or you want to you got married to an American citizen, you want to be an immigrant. Can you do that? Now, here's the qualification. If you have a 212E or a 2-year home country physical presence requirement, no, you cannot do that unless you get a waiver. Okay? So yun yung sinasabi na waiver dito. Overstaying in the U.S. beyond the authorized period of stay is a serious violation of U.S. immigration law. That's correct, and can result in deportation and long-term bans. Okay, so as you can see, as of August 2025, ilan ang undocumented ang napauwi? 1.6 million. May kabilisan ang Homeland Security ngayon, di ba? Ayan. So sabi dito, the embassy has received reports of illegal recruiters, unscrupulous agents, and individuals posing as immigration lawyers. Ito ang nakakalungkot, na marami ang nagsasamantala, yung mga illegal recruiters or mga unscrupulous agents and people who are posing as immigration lawyers. Hindi naman sila lawyers, na nagde-demand, they're demanding large sums of money for immigration assistance. Okay. promising U.S. permanent residency or citizenship through the J-1 visa. Ayan, nangangako daw ng green card and encourage overstaying, misusing visa, or filing asylum claims solely to remain in the U.S. Yan. So may mga reports nang natatanggap ang embassy natin. And buti na lang that they're issuing advisories like this para mawarningan ang publiko at tayong mga Filipino na nandito sa US about this unlawful practices. So ang payo ko, meron naman silang Facebook page, merong website ang embassy natin, mga consulates. Mag-sign up kayo and i-follow nyo sila, you can get the official advisories, okay? So what they're saying here is maraming manluloko. And you have to be careful, especially those teachers, those J-1 visa holders whose visa are expiring. At may mangangako sa inyo na you're gonna get your green card if you pay this much money. Or maybe, may mga nagpapanggap na abogado. Ayan. Alam mo, hindi yan may mga ma-encounter talaga kayong ganyan eh. Pwede nyo namang i-report yan eh. So how do you know kung totoong abogado? Itanong nyo, saan ba ang lisensya ng abogadong yun? Baka naman hindi naman lisensyado. So find out and then tanongin nyo yung numero ng bar tsaka ng state, okay? Kung saan lisensyado, kung talagang authorized to practice law. Before you pay, before you sign anything or before you pay, okay? And mag-ingat po kayo. So in other words, the embassy is warning us about this unlawful practices. Yung mga nanghihingi ng pera for immigration assistance and promising our J-1 visa, yung mga kababayan natin, mga J-1 visa holders, that they will get their green card or citizenship if they pay money. Yan nakakalungkot eh. Okay, so teachers who are J-1 visa holders or applicants are urged to participate in the program only with a clear understanding of its objectives and limitations. Ayun, tama naman. When you enter into this program, you have to understand that this is a non-immigrant cultural exchange program only. Okay? It does not lead to permanent employment. Ayan. So at the end of your visa, you have to leave the United States unless you get another visa. And if you have a 212E or a 2-year home country physical presence requirement, you need to get a waiver first before you can change your status or adjust your status. All right. So, yan po ang paalala ng ating embassy. Okay? So, i-follow nyo po sila for updates, for advisories. And we want to thank them for issuing advisories like this na nakakatulong po at nagbibigay ng information. Alright, so next, what we're gonna talk about is the J-1 visa process. Okay, so ang J-1 visa, as I explained, is a non-immigrant visa. Yan, hindi siya on its own. On its own, it will not lead to green card. Yung nakikita nyo sa likod ko, monument po yan ni Rizal. Yan. And sino ba ang qualified? You may qualify if you are accepted into the programs such as yung mga researchers, scholars, teachers, yan. Even students, you know, there are J-1 students in college or high school, interns. You can see a lot of interns in hospitals, in hotels, yung mga trainees. Teachers, we have so many teachers, J-1 teachers in the United States teaching iba't iba, may mga math, English, science, all over the United States. Meron din pong au pair, camp counselor, physicians, and government visitor. Now, you must have a program sponsor. So, dapat may sponsor ka. Paano mo malalaman? How do you know that your sponsor is legit? That's number one, di ba? First thing, meron pong tinatawag na designated sponsor. Itong designated sponsors, you can find them at the Department of State website. So, type nyo lang J1 designated sponsors. You can find, nandun na yung iba't ibang category, kung saan yung state. Yan. So, make sure that you deal with a designated sponsor only. Okay? And if they are agencies, recruiters from the Philippines, they have to be licensed. Yan. Wag po kayo magpaloko. Okay? Number two, so merong mga requirements yon per category, and you can check on that. The Department of State website, i-type nyo lang J1 Exchange Visitor Visa. Okay. Now, itong mga J1 program sponsors, they are organizations approved by the U.S. Department of State. So yan, yung mga universities, research institutions, cultural exchange agencies, medical training programs. Sila ang nag-i-issue ng DS 2019. But there's an application process, okay? So, first, alamin, if you're dealing with a recruiter, alamin po kung license sila sa Philippines. Pangalawa, i-check nyo yung sponsor if they are actually designated, licensed, or accredited. You can find them at the Department of State website. And so kailangan po, may proseso yan ha. And then, saan ini-issue ang J1? Sa embassy po yan or sa consulate. Okay? So, ang agency concerned is the Department of State. Now, can a J1 visa holders work? They can, but only within the authorized program. Okay? So as I was saying, the purpose of this is not really for employment. Yan. So may mga visas naman that were created primarily for employment, like yung mga H1B, mga EB3, EB2, yan. But for J1 is the goal, the ultimate goal of this is for international understanding. So yung pagtatrabaho is ano lang siya, is parang a concept, that's just part of the program. Okay? So let's talk about the 2-year home country or home residency requirements. So some J1 visa holders must return to their country for 2 years before they can get a green card, yun, before they can adjust their status. Hindi basta-basta. So, kaya nga so at the end of your visa, you have to go back to the Philippines unless meron kang bagong visa, or you get a waiver kung meron ka mang 212E. Okay? So, paano yun kung may employer ka na who's willing to sponsor you? Kung meron kang 212E, you cannot simply adjust or change status. Okay? Kung nag-asawa ka, and you're married, and you have a sponsor, your spouse is willing to sponsor you, you cannot just change status from non-immigrant to immigrant if you have this 2-year home residency requirement. Okay? Kailangan mong kumuha ng waiver. And sabi doon sa advisory, it's a difficult process ba, attorney? Ang masasabi ko po ay yes, hindi siya easy. Kung hindi po siya easy, it means it's difficult, okay? Meaning maraming kailangang patunayan at maraming kailangang dokumentong isubmit. So it's not a simple, hey, I'm married to an American citizen, I'm asking for a waiver. No, it's not like that. Kailangan mong patunayan ng exceptional hardship on the part of your qualifying relative, and yung hardship na pong yun ay hardship kung mag-relocate siya sa Philippines and hardship kung mag-remain siya sa US and you go back to the Philippines. So, in other words, hindi po siya madaling proseso, hindi siya guaranteed, that is correct. And it's not an easy process, but it can be done. Okay? Kung, kung pasok naman dun sa grounds for a waiver, at ikaw ay may 212E, then you have to do the waiver first before you can adjust your status. Okay? All right. Now, next question. Can the 212E be waived? Yes, waived. As I explained, can you change your status to another visa? Yes, if you do not have a 212E or if you receive a waiver. Pero you have to speak with an immigration lawyer, ha? Depende sa relations niyo. And the rule is you have to go back to the Philippines once your J1 visa um, ends, and it is a non-immigrant visa, which means that on its own, it does not or you cannot get a green card or citizenship. Okay, so dapat meron pang ibang dapat na gawin. Ang sinasabi ng embassy is that you have to be careful. You have to know that this is just a temporary visa. And yung mga nangangako, kasi marami pong manluloko na nagsasabing you can get your green card if you pay money. That's not true. Okay? So, ganun lang po yun kasimple yung sinasabi ng embassy. Mag-ingat po tayo. At alamin natin ang tamang information. Alright. Pwede bang makakuha ng green card ang J1 visa holders? Pwede naman kung merong basehan, ayan. So, but on its own, ang J1 visa does not lead or does not mature to green card. So, paano ba magkaroon ng green card? So, ayan po ang family, kung merong esposo, merong petitioner, merong employer na nagpetition, ayan. So, may mga ibang basihan other than the J1 visa alone. Ayan. So, ang paalala ng embassy natin is, if you are getting into this program, you have to understand that this is a non-immigrant visa, and you have to understand the objectives and limitations. Okay? Ayan po. All right. So I'm looking at my notes, make sure that I covered everything. Pwede mo ma-extend ang J1 visa? Yes, pwede naman po yan. So you have to speak with your program sponsor. Okay, so yung dual intent. J1 is not dual intent, meaning kung ikaw ay, if you're going to the United States with a J1 visa, you must intend to return home. Ayun ang ibig sabihin yan. Unless later you qualify for a waiver or adjustment. Okay? Ayan po. Okay, so I hope na-cover ko po iyan. And if you have any questions, nakasulat dito, for questions, please contact the Philippine Embassy or your nearest Philippine consulate. So marami po tayong consulates dyan, depende kung saan, kung saan po mayroong jurisdiction. And paalala lang po, hindi lang galing sa embassy, mula po sa akin, huwag po kayong magpaloko sa mga pangako. Promises of U.S. permanent residency or citizenship through the J1 program. And yung mga nag-encourage na mag-overstay, mag-misuse ng visa, or mag-file ng frivolous asylum claims to remain in the US. May mga consequences po yan. And ngayon po ay napakahigpit naman, as you know. Okay po? Ayan po. I hope ay nakatulong ako sa inyo, nakapagbigay po ng tamang information. Ayan, ako po si Attorney Eileen Antonio Bordeaux. Until next time po, maraming salamat. Bye-bye.